hear me all right? We're going to start off as usual, as always. What's really important with our posture, check our breathing and our core engagement, okay? So you've got a couple of options. You can sit with your legs cross-sitting nice and tall, or you can sit with your legs out nice and straight. So depending on if the back of your legs are quite tight, you might be more comfortable in a cross-leg position. If you're not comfortable in that position, just sit on maybe books or something solid just to lift you up a little bit, just so you can lengthen your legs out. Okay. Because we don't want anything to affect this posture. So sitting nice and tall, imagine you've got a rod running through from the floor, running up through your spine, coming out the top of your head. We're just going to make sure we're looking straight ahead, but we're going to slightly tuck the chin. Okay? So that's our good posture. Roll those shoulders back and down. Now, you should notice that your shoulders, your arms need to be hanging down by the side. If they are creeping around to the front, if you've been sitting at a desk a lot or just sitting down a lot, we tend to come to this rounded shouldered position. So just take your arms out to the side, activate the back muscles, opening up the chest muscles, just breathe. Excellent. And then bringing it back down, and hopefully your arms will go nicely down by the side. Excellent. Okay, so stay in that good posture. We're going to go into our lateral breathing. So placing your hands on your ribs, fingertips together. We're going to take a breath in through the nose. So we're going to inhale. We're going to fill those lungs in. As you'll notice, keep the shoulders relaxed, the fingertips come apart, the ribs go out to the side. Exhale, bringing it back down. Excellent. And again, inhale and exhale. So feeling those ribs expand. So we're not breathing into the tummy, we're breathing into the lungs. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Okay, so that's how we breathe throughout. And then we're going to go into our core engagement. So you can do, if you need to, place your hand on your tummy button. All right. We're going to take a breath in. Fill those lungs. Now this time, as we exhale, I want you to imagine you've got a magnet on your tummy button, okay? It's on your tummy button and your spine, and that magnet is so strong, it's just pulling everything in together, okay? So pulling it around, up. Posture stays good, shoulders remain relaxed. Hold it, be aware of how it feels, and then let it go. Excellent. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, bring it to 50%, nice and controlled. Hold it. Again, don't hold your breath. Making sure that we're just holding here. Breath is flowing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Again, be aware. How does it feel? And then let it go. Okay, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it into 30%. So this 30% connection is something we can maintain throughout the session, all right? If we happen to let it go at any point, again, just inhale, exhale, and re-switch it on, okay? With Pilates, everything comes from the core. So if the core's not engaged, you're not going to get the movements that we need, okay? So this is our powerhouse, okay? And everything around it is just assisting. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to come straight into an all-fours position here. So I want you to have your hands so that your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are directly underneath the shoulders. I want the knees and the hips directly in line as well. Now, making sure that when we're putting the weight through, we've got it even through the legs and the arms. Okay, core's pulled into that 30%. Again, we don't hold our breath at any point. We're going to inhale. And then as we exhale, arms and legs don't move. We're just going to arch that spine, curling up. So bringing the tailbone in towards us, dropping the head down. And then we're going to inhale. And we're going to move the spine in the opposite direction. Now that's going to lift the head. I'm going to stick the bottom back and up. Excellent. We're dropping the tummy, but the core is still switched on. Exhale, curl it back the other way. So legs and arms, as I say, are not moving here. Wonderful. Just nice and controlled. Inhale back. So we're just getting some movement into this spine. I don't know about you, but if we're sitting down a lot more these days, I know I'm at a desk, working from a desk a lot more than I've ever done for a long time. So I'm definitely feeling I need to get some mobilization in the spine. Curl it up, exhale it out. Let's go one more in the opposite direction. Excellent. Nice and controlled. Wonderful. Bringing it back into that neutral or flat back position. Now, if it's too much on your wrists, okay, what I want you to make sure is you're not pushing through the palms. Okay, making sure that your elbows are facing inwards towards each other. If it's really still too much, come up onto your knuckles, okay, so that you're taking the pressure off the wrist. Making sure you've got some room behind you. We're just going to slowly slide our right leg out, making sure that these hips are staying nice and parallel to the floor, okay? So imagine you've got headlights on your hips and they're staying looking straight at the floor. Nothing's moving. We're going to bring it back in. We're going to slide the other leg. We're going to squeeze the bottom. Excellent. Inhale, back in. Exhale, slide out the first leg again. Squeeze the bottom. Getting those glutes to wake up. Exhale, slide and squeeze. Nice and controlled. Don't rush through it. We're going to do one more on each side. Excellent. Switch. Wonderful. Okay, so next time when we're going to lift this leg, we're going to lift and tap back down. Excellent. Slide it back. Switch sides. We're going to stretch and lift and lower. Excellent. So my back position's not changing. My core's switched on. We're still in that flat back position. We're just lifting the leg using the bottom. Okay, that's our main exercise. We're really focusing on getting these bottom muscles fired up, taking the pressure off the lower back. If it gets too much at any point, just sit back on your heels and rest. Okay, let's do one more on each side. Excellent. Okay. We're going to rest the legs, and now this time we're just going to slide the arm out, and we're going to lift and lower. Slide the opposite, lift and lower. Excellent. So keeping that arm in nice and tight to the body, bringing it up alongside your ear. We're not letting the arm swing outwards to the sides or anything like that. Nice and controlled. Okay, bringing it back down. We're going to go into a little bit of a balance here, all right? So we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So if you need to, take your left hand, tap it on your right knee, okay? On your right leg. They're the ones we're going to start off with first. We're going to slide out first, making sure we're steady. If we are strong and steady, only if, okay, if you're not strong and steady, just bring it back in and keep sliding out. But if it's strong and steady, you can lift the opposite arm, opposite leg. Tap it back down. Lift. Excellent. Lower. Lift and lower. Let's do two more on this side. As I say, if you're not strong and steady, just stick to in and out, okay, without taking it off the floor. Switching sides, we're going to extend and lift. Nice and controlled. Now, it's really important that you are doing the opposite sides, because you will not be able to do it if you are attempting to lift the same arm and the same leg. Nice and controlled. Two more. Excellent. Okay, we're going to sit back into that child's pose, so toes together, knees apart, sitting the heels back down, arms out straight in front of you. Take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth here, filling the lungs into the back. Excellent. And then slowly just roll back up. Shake the wrists off a little bit, okay, if we need to. So we are going to go back into that all fours position, okay? So it is a little bit on the wrist today, so just change the position as and when you need to, coming up onto the knuckles if needs be, or resting back down onto the hands, making sure that you're not pushing the palms into the floor. Okay, We're going to take the right leg out again, and this time we're just going to pulse with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Switching sides and lift with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Bringing it back down. One more time on this side and pulse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it back. And lift. Excellent. And bringing it back. And just sit back down a little bit into it. Just stretching off those lower hips again. Releasing the bottom. Okay, so the butt cheeks. Excellent. Okay. So one more we're just going to do from here is we're going to lift up. We're going to tap out to the side and over the opposite leg. Tap. So we're creating an arc with our leg. So really focus on those glutes. Cores engaged, arms are not moving, okay? But we're nicely stacked. So lift, over, and back. Excellent. Lift, and lower. All coming from that butt on the leg that's moving. Excellent. Nice and controlled. Breathe. Think posture, so don't be looking up, don't be doing this. This is putting pressure on your neck. Don't be just hanging your head to the floor. Keep it nice and neutral, nice and in line. One more, all the way over. Excellent, bringing it back. Okay, switch legs, lift, and we're going to go over and back. So tap out. Lifting over. So we're creating a semicircle or an arc with our leg. So we're drawing that nicely. Nice and controlled. Excellent. Nice. Squeezing the bottom. Controlling the core. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do one more. Excellent. Okay, one more time. Let's sit back into that child's pose. Just stretch it out. Breathe. Excellent. And again, just slowly raise. Curling it up, making sure we bring our shoulders back into place before we lift our heads. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to come and we're going to do some core work. So we're going to go into a C curve here. So I want you to have your knees bent, feet hip width apart. Now when I say feet hip width apart, 9 times out of 10, everybody's going to do a really, really wide stance, okay? It's not. Start with your feet together, turn the toes out to a 10-2 position, and then line them up. So line the heels up just like we would if we were doing a standing posture check. Okay? And that is approximately hip width apart. And you'll notice how much difference it is compared to what you think. Knees are nicely bent. Starting up, sitting nice and tall. We're going to have our arms out in front of us. We're going to take a breath in. Cores engaged. We're going to exhale. We're just going to curl and make it into a C. So as you can see, I'm making a nice little curve with my spine here. Into that C shape, bringing it here, and then slowly coming up. Excellent. Close. So exhale, curling it around. Inhale. Wonderful, nice and controlled. Keep it look straight ahead. Relax those shoulders, really find that C spine. Inhale up. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a challenge here. Don't panic though. Cores engaged, abs are switched on. We're going to hold it. Have you got that shake? If you've got that shake, you've got it, okay? Nice and controlled. For 3, 2, 1, slowly come up. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go again. Inhale, exhale, curl it down. Nice and controlled. Hold it. Breathe. Excellent. Come up. Wonderful. Let's go one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Curl it down. Find that sweet spot. Excellent. And curl it up. Wonderful. Just give yourself a nice little hug this way. Shake the arms a little bit. Relax. If you're getting a little bit of tension, relax those shoulders, okay? So we're going to go back. We're going to find the halfway mark this time, okay? From here, we're going to either interlink or just overlap our hands. We're going to do a slight rotation. So we're going to exhale round to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale round. Inhale to center. Exhale round. Wonderful. Keep it moving. Nice and controlled. Let's go one more on each side. Excellent. And bring it up. And again, just give yourself a nice little hug. Curl the spine in the opposite. Excellent. Okay. So if you need to, just place your hands behind you. Lift your chest up. Okay. And just really lift through that spine. Excellent. Just feel a nice little stretch here. And then relax. Okay. How are we getting on? Good. We're going to come all the way down to the floor. So just ease yourself down gently. You've done a lot of core work. Okay. We're going to take one leg up into tabletop position. So making sure that we've got that nice neutral spine. So ribs, hips, are they level? Okay, use your thumb and your forefinger place on. Abs, are they switched on? Are they just wobbly? Or actually do you feel like, yeah, there's something going on in there? Have a feel. Pull that belly button in. 30%, remember. That's all it has to be. Can be more if it needs to. We're just going to float one leg up into tabletop. Exhale as we lift. Inhale to lower. Tap it down. Stay on the same leg. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Nice and controlled. Really working the movement. So the only thing that is moving is this hip, but the core is working. Excellent. Breathe through it. Let's do 2 more on this side. Excellent. Bringing it back. Reset. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the opposite side. Check. Am I still switched on? Are my hips moving? The hip bones should be staying exactly where they are. There should be no shifting left to right. No shifting forwards or back. Up or down. The only thing that is moving is this leg. Your abs are keeping everything else nice and strong, which means they are working. Excellent, nice and controlled. Let's do one more. Excellent, okay. Let's hug those knees into our chest and just do a nice little circle with the knees. And change direction. Wonderful. So nice little massage for the lower back there. We're going to go back, legs down. We're going to take our right leg foot up, nice and straight. Okay, if you can't get your toes towards the ceiling without bending your leg, just keep a long leg, okay, but just move the leg a little bit further away from you. We're going to go into leg circles. So we're going to go down, around, and up. That's it. Down, around, and up. Now if you need to, again, we need this pelvis nice and strong. Cores engaged, switched on, nice and controlled. We're going to aim for 4 to 6 in one direction and then change direction and do 4 to 6 in the other. So down, around, and up. If you're going in the opposite direction, don't worry about it. Just change the direction when we're done. Excellent. Okay, so around, down and up. Okay, so if you're not very stable in the legs, make your circle. If you imagine your big toe, okay, is a pencil, and you're drawing a pencil on the ceiling with that leg. All right? What I want you to do is, if you're feeling that your legs are wobbling all over the place, I actually want you to make a smaller circle. Excellent. Let's do one more. Wonderful. Relax that leg down. Give the legs a little bit of a pat. And we're going to switch legs. So again, making sure the legs are nice and straight. Okay, toes pointed to the ceiling. If you can't straighten that leg, lower it until you've got a nice straight leg. We're going to inhale. Exhale. We're going to draw that leg down, around and up. Excellent. Nice and controlled. Check that your hips, your pelvis are stable. This is all core work. Legs are working here as well, obviously. But the main work is coming from here. It's all about stability and control. Okay, let's do 2 more on this one. And then we will change directions. Excellent. Okay. Change directions. We're going around and up. Or if you've been doing around and up, go the other way. Nice and controlled. Again, if you're finding that whichever direction you're doing, it's just a little bit more wobbly, a little bit more unstable, draw a smaller circle with that toe. Excellent. Remember, you're in control. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. Bring that leg down. And again, if you need to, just hug those in. Give the legs just a nice little pat just to make sure that we're all right here. Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to go into a little bit of a pelvic tilt. I'm just moving my arm out so you can see. So pelvic tilt is the first part of the bridge move. All right, so we're just going to make sure that we're going to push the small of our back into. So imagine you've got that magnet, it's pulling your core down, it's pulling your spine into the floor, okay, and it's tilting your pelvis forward. And then we're going to release back till we're flat. Exhale till we're up. Excellent. Nice and controlled. Small movement. Excellent. Okay, if it feels comfortable, do so. I want you to continue with that pelvic tilt and slowly peel the spine up off the floor. Nice and controlled. Inhale to lower. Rolling it back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. Now, making sure obviously that you're looking straight up at the ceiling. Remember, we don't want to be looking behind us, either just straight up or slightly in front. Tuck that chin to help. Okay, now we're going to hold this bridge at the top of the movement. So just breathe once we're here. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower. So remember, we don't just drop to the floor. We roll it back down. Excellent. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. We're going to inhale, exhale, roll it up. Find the position. Inhale and breathe and hold. Not the breath. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, roll that spine down, lower it, one part of the spine at a time. Excellent. We've got 1 more. Okay, breathe in. Exhale, tilt that pelvis. Roll the spine up. Nice and controlled. Excellent. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Inhale, lowering that spine one part at a time. Wonderful. Okay. Take your arms out to the side. I want you to just drop your legs one direction. Head's going to look in the opposite. So we're getting this nice S shape. Excellent. Feeling a nice stretch down here, maybe into the lower back, maybe into the glutes bit. Don't worry about your knees touching the floor. Okay, that's not the point as long as we're getting a stretch down here. That's all that matters right now. Inhale to center. Exhale over. Inhale to center. Okay, and we're just going to do a nice little, I want you to hug in if it feels comfortable to do so. Okay, just roll left to right, hug it in. And then from here, I just want you to take your legs out, arms over, and I want you to do a full body stretch. So imagine somebody's pulling out your ankles, pulling out your wrists, stretching you in both directions. Just breathe with it. Inhale, exhale, and then slowly come back in. Excellent. Okay, well done everybody. Slowly roll onto your side. Come back up gently. Take your time. Sitting down, we're just going to do a nice little stretch. Just take the right arm up and over, stretching down the side here. Breathe with it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, excellent. All right, taking one deep breath for me. And then just let it go. Excellent. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's session.